Hi guys, can everybody see the screen and hear my voice? If no, you can just send a message in the chat or post it as a question. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. Ghanshyam, do you have a doubt? You can post it as a chat. Okay, you can't. Can you hear me now, Ghanshyam? So to the new attendees, can they see the screen and hear my voice? So there's still a few people joining in. We'll give them 2 minutes. We'll start at 4, 5. Senthil, can you see the screen? I see a question from you. Okay, great. Thanks, Chandrasekhar, for reminding. Let's begin this session. Hi, everyone. So we are Yobee Research, and our aim is to simplify quant trading for retail traders, people like you and me. We design AI strategies and partner with brokers like Alice Blue so that you can execute these orders and these strategies with the click of a button. And it's very easy to use, as I'll show you in the demo, and requires no automation and research efforts from your side. So, give you an introduction, my name is Sadil, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Yobee Research. And my background is that I've worked with Angel Broking and Kotak Bank in the past. Our CTO, Cheda Ram, he has worked with Motilal Oswal and Citibank as a quant analyst. So, let's begin with a short poll first. How many of you do intraday trading? We'll just give everybody 10 seconds to answer this. Okay, wow, that's a lot. That's an amazing response. So what we see is that we've got to respond that 90% of you do intraday trading and 10% is no. I hope we can convert those 10% to yes as well after this is over. But did you know that 95% of you make a loss when you do intraday trading? Only 5% intraday traders are profitable in the long term. To compare this with, for example, UPSC exam, which is one of the hardest exam in this country, that has a passing rate of 25% in its prelims round and 15% in its main round. So this means that being a successful intraday trader is actually tougher than becoming an IAS officer. So I'm sorry, Ghanshyam, can you hear me? So now let's look at why do these traders lose money? Why are we losing money? And I think there are three important reasons for this that have come up during our studies. First one is the poor research and the poor advice that we all get. We get our stock tips from maybe a WhatsApp, Telegram group, maybe Facebook groups and some forums, and sometimes even our own brokers. At Yobee Research, we did a very comprehensive study on this problem. We collected and traded on all these tips for about 1 year and found out that their accuracy was less than 20%. Now, this is super low because if you flip a coin and shout out heads or tails, that has a better accuracy at 50%. And also during the study in that whole year, we lost 40% of our money. That's how bad those tips were. And the second reason that we found out was that is how these research are being done. A lot of us still use technical analysis to design these strategies. Some of us might be using regression models or decision trees, and a few very daring companies and institutions might use some more complicated algorithms like support vector machines. Now, these are very fancy names, but the problem with these algorithms is that they were designed somewhere back in 1970s or even earlier. So to give you a very dramatic example, simple moving average, a very popular technical indicator, was designed back in 1906. So this was even before my grandfather was born. And we live in an age of exploding information and computing power, and these tools are ancient. They may work out, but very rarely. And also, the other important thing to note here is that when everybody is using the same strategy, same tools, they become very saturated and loses its advantage. So then when 100 people start using these strategies, none of them make anymore. None of them make money anymore. So we need modern algorithms to design better and unique trading strategies that can perform in today's information age. And the last reason was that we're all humans and we make mistakes. Sometimes, and it has especially happened with me, I might enter a wrong decimal point or a zero somewhere when placing orders. And sometimes we may not be even in front of the screen to place an order when a signal is generated. And to overcome this automation problem, a lot of companies will, let's say they'll ask you to download a file and upload it to your broker so that it goes as a bulk order. And few other companies that we have seen might ask you to share your internet broking password with them on their website so that they can automate trades on your behalf. Now, these are good solutions, but very complicated. And also, as per a recent SEBI circular, you are not allowed or you're not allowed to ask for the broking passwords. It's illegal. So, on a side note and on a more cautionary note, we should never share our accounts with anybody. It should be treated like how a bank account is like. Now, a little bit of information is over. Let's see what Yobee Research does. So let me log out and show you how the login flow works. So this is our homepage. You can access it by going to aliceblue.yobee.co.in, and this is our homepage. Our teams design really unique trading strategies built on top of artificial intelligence, and you can execute them super easy, as I'll show you in a while. This is some few of our articles from Economic Times and Inc. 42 covering us, and the work that we are doing. Uh, if you scroll down, this is a little bit of a short guide on how to place orders, but I'll show this to you live. So let's begin. Let's log in with Alice Blue. Simply enter in your username, password, enter your 2FA details. Now, important thing here is that because of our tie-up with Alice Blue, you can simply use the same credentials and log in. So Yobee Research will never get to know of your password, I think, which is the right and the secure way to do things. This is the dashboard page, and of course, the markets are closed right now, so you can't see any signals. And I'll highly recommend everybody when they see this notification of missing contact information to fill this out. So let me fill some dummy values here. And this helps us send you a timely notification whenever fresh signals are generated. So because markets are closed, let's check out the strategies first. Now, currently we have three active strategies in the cash market, and all of them generate signals, fresh signals at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. First one is 10 commandments. It generates 10 intraday signals every day in the cash market. You can trade anywhere from 3 lakh rupees to infinity. That's your daily trading limit. Hand of King generates 5 intraday signals, and Heptagon Champion generates 7 intraday signals. And this allows you to trade from 30,000 to 70,000, and this allows you to trade from 70,000 to 3 lakhs. Now, whenever you log in into Yobee Research for the first time through Alice Blue, we automatically start a 14 days free subscription for everybody in the Hand of King strategy for you to test out how our services are live. So let's look at this strategy in detail. At the top, you see, a little bit of a cute image, the title, what we think its risk profile is, and what market it operates, and what is the style of this strategy. Then we've got a little bit of literature. Now, this says that this strategy generates signals only for top 100 stocks by volume from all companies listed on NSE. Then the trading strategy section talks about what orders are placed on your behalf and what are the things that you can modify. This talks about how the signals are and the strategies are generated, a little bit on our data science and AI research happening in the background. And statistics calculation talks about how we compute the returns that you see on our website. An important thing to note is that we believe in our signals. We do live market trading in whatever signals that we generate, and the returns consider all possible transaction costs. So this could include brokerage, government charges like turnover charges, SEBI stamp duties, um, no matter whatever charges a broker will charge you are all considered when computing returns. If you scroll down below, this is an interactive chart which will help you see whatever performances what kind of performance has happened over time. So far in 2020, this strategy has generated 40% returns, and you can look at other time periods like 1 year or maximum since when the strategy was launched. An interesting point here is that when during March, when the COVID period happened and the market were completely tanking, it just goes to show that our strategies were very robust, our AI algorithms were working, and it was able to identify that we are in a downfall situation, and it was giving all short sell signals for us to trade on, and we were able to make a very healthy profit back then. And lastly, you can also choose to download this chart data offline, and if you want to analyze it further and scrutinize it further, you're most welcome and most free to do it. So as I said, everybody gets a subscription to Hand of King whenever they log in first. So we get a extend subscription option here. Now, this will give you a warning message that you have an active subscription, and we have built this feature in so that nobody subscribe to the same strategy twice. And whenever a subscription is about to expire, the expiry date is less than 7 days away, we'll show you the order entry page. Now, let me ask my team to change the expiry date for this particular account. Okay, it's done. Let me refresh. Okay, great. So for this particular strategy, we've got three options. You'll see a little bit of the features that we offer: one-click execution, live monitoring, generates 5 signals every day, and signals are generated at 8:30 a.m. You've got a 12-month, 3-month, and a 1-month option. And if you further, the longer period that you book, the cheaper the subscription becomes. So let's say you want to go for a long-term strategy, you click on that. And then this will take you to our payment gateway page. You can pay via credit card, debit card, net banking, any of the wallets, or even UPI. So because we have an active subscription, let's not make a payment right now. So let's go back to the dashboard and see how we actually place orders. So I have a video that I'll walk you through. Yes, Sai Krishna, we're recording the session. So fresh signals are generated at 8:30 a.m. in the morning, and you can see the signals on the right side of the screen. And on the left side is the order entry form. Now, the best part about this is because the signals are generated at a fixed time, you don't have to be constantly vigilant as to when the next signal will come. Just place your order once in the morning and keep on tracking. There's nothing else that you need to do after that. So let's show you how the actual order entry works. Now, this has 10 signals. This is for our 10 of commandments strategy, but the order entry flow still remains the same. Let's say for this strategy, you want to trade 15 lakh rupees today. Set a target and stop loss value. By default, we'll populate the ones that are best for that day. Otherwise, you can choose to modify it if you have some research, or you can completely turn it off and track it visually. And now finally, this is confirming and validating if you have sufficient margin with your broker. Now, because of our tie-ups with Alice Blue, we're able to accurately find out if you have sufficient margin, sufficient cash in your ledger to take a position in all these orders today. And if that is true, it will give you an option to place orders. And finally, it is going to place 10 orders, which the 10 signals, 10 orders, and additionally 10 stop loss and 10 target orders. So in just a few clicks, you've been able to place 30 orders in one go. So once the orders are placed, there are a few nice features for you to have. There is a live market feed so that you can track your realized, unrealized profit, what is happening with the strategy. Then we give you this active exit active positions nuclear button. So if you're satisfied with whatever profits that you've generated for that day, you can click on this button and exit all your positions and cancel pending orders in one go. And you're done for that day then. And finally, because of our hookups with Alice Blue, we can show you real-time order status against each of these orders. So this way you come to know that, okay, which particular order has achieved its target, which has achieved its stop loss, how many are closed, how many are active. And this gives you a bird's eye view of what is happening with this strategy. And that's it. The order placement mechanism is this simple. And then there are a few other screens I like you to see. Going back to the website, let's say once your orders are placed and you've been trading consistently for a while, you can go to the performance tab and see a summary. By we'll show you 1 week, 1 month, and 3 months performance. And then we'll have a detailed report section that is coming soon, and this will give you your performance between two dates, and we'll also show you certain other scores like how disciplined you have been with your trading strategies, how consistent you have been, what is your trading volume, how has your trading volume been changing over time. And at UB Research, we believe that if you trade with discipline and consistency in our strategies, it is as powerful as long-term investing. And we have seen that our strategies have done excellently this year and even last year. And just stick with it and make your profits. Finally, there is an orders page. You can just click on your name and go to the orders section. And over here, we'll show you a nice calendar so that you can track how your trading sessions have been. So let's say if you want to go and look at your trading on 5th August 2020, just click on that rectangle, or you can also choose the date from this drop down, and it will show you what was your trading volume for that day, how much profits did you make, what are the signals that were generated at that time, and even the profit and loss against each of these signals, and what time did these signals close. So you are always in control of what is happening with your money, and your research just aids you in doing this much better. Then there is our accounts page, and again, because we are deeply integrated with Alice Blue, we can show you all this information. We can also show you how much cash you have. We'll show you what is your active subscription right now. And if there are any questions that you have or any problem that you're facing with the application, you can always click contact support and send us a message, help me, and just send it to us, and we'll get in touch with you. And that's it. That's how simple this whole application is to use. Now, I see that few people have joined in a bit later. So if they have any questions, or if any existing audience has any questions, please feel free to type a question or send a message on chat. We have to order. So Srinivas has asked, is the strategy system based, or what do we have to do? Okay, so these strategies are generated by Yobee Research. We have our whole research mechanism at our end, which consumes a lot of data and spits out what signals to trade today. So you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is, and his next question is, we have to order scripts and quantity. Please explain. Okay, so I'll show you this video again. So all you need to do, Srinivas, is that just enter the total amount you want to trade. That's it. We will automatically split. So right now, if you see, it's 29 quantity, 3 quantity, 8 quantity. Once you click on confirm amount, this will automatically change. So we are the one who will decide how much quantity will go against each of these signals. All you have to do is set the total amount that you want to trade for that day. I hope that answers your questions. Question, Srinivas. What is the past performance for each of these strategies? This is a question by Ravi. So you can go to aliceblu.com. I'll send the link to everybody. So you can go and check out how the past performance has been. So far this year, our 10 commandment strategy, which is a diversified strategy, has had 23% returns. Hand of King has had 40%, and Heptagon Champion has had 38%. If you want to go and look even further, then just click on the strategy, and you've got 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, YTD, 1 year, and max. And you can see how they have been doing over time. There are also some advanced statistics for people who track these things. So you can, let's say maximum, you can go and see how the returns have been since the strategy was launched. What is its Sharp? the drawdown, hit rate, and average gain per trade, and some other statistics. Hi, Kiran. Yes, strategies are only for cash right now. We will launch more strategies for futures and options shortly. Is it MIS? Milind Mahindrakar has asked, is it an MIS order? Yes, these are MIS orders. They will be automatically cancelled by your broker at around 3:10. If you want to exit it yourself before that, just come to the dashboard and exit the orders on your own. Which is the most profitable strategy out of these three strategies? So in terms of returns, this is a question by Ravi. In terms of returns, the best strategy performance has been for Hand of King, but this is also the most riskiest strategy of all. So just looking at returns is not the right thing to do. 10 commandments is a more balanced strategy. It has 10 signals that are generated every day and is more stable and consistent and has had 24% returns this year. So how we have split it is that 10 commandments, you can trade anywhere from 3 lakhs to infinity. Because this is more diversified, it can take a lot more capital. Whereas Hand of King is a more risky profile and allows you to trade from 30,000 to 70,000. And we will charge accordingly. So because you are able to trade a lower amount in Hand of King, we'll charge you, let's say, 600 rupees per month for this strategy, whereas for 10 commandments, it will be 900 rupees per month. Srinivas has again asked, yes, these are all intraday strategies. So let me go from the top. So we have two order scripts. Okay, Srinivas' question is done. Shasha has asked, there are three strategies, which one is advisable? So I would suggest that if you can trade 3 lakhs and above, if you have that kind of capital, I would suggest you to go for 10 commandments. It's a very stable strategy to have. But if you are just starting out, if you trade a lower amount, then choose a Hand of King strategy. It only lets you trade 70,000 because it's riskier and it's a good way of protecting your capital when you are executing a more riskier strategy. Srinivas has asked, these are day trading positions. How much minimum capital required was asked by Murali Mohan. So let's say if you're trading 3 lakh rupees every day. Now Alice Blue right now, because of new SEBI regulations, I think they will be able to offer you maybe right now it's still 10 times. So to trade 3 lakh rupees, you need 30,000 rupees. And to trade 30,000, you need 3,000 rupees. So depends upon the kind of margin your broker is offering in your account and just do that calculation. So 3 lakhs, if you have a 5 times margin, then you need 60,000 rupees. Shasha has asked, can I convert MIS to CNC manually? You can go to Alice Blue's website and convert MIS to CNC orders. It is possible, but you will not be able to do it from our platform because our platform is purely for highly sophisticated intraday trading strategies. Milind Mendrakar has asked, should I have Alice Blue account? Yes, I definitely recommend you open an Alice Blue account if you don't have one. They've got amazing services. Uh, and meanwhile, we are going to expand to other brokers, and you can come to know about it on our Twitter or Facebook page. I'll post the links in the chat. So I'm pasting three things here, our support email ID, my Twitter handle, and the company's Twitter handle. Just reach out to any of them and we'll answer your questions. Do we have to specify the SL and target profit or it is automated? This question is asked by Ravi. So again, going back to this video, when we were placing orders. So they are automated. Once you click on place stop loss and target, by default, you'll have the target and stop loss values set. And you don't have to do anything to it if you don't want to. If you are confident, then you can go ahead and change these values if you want to. But again, you don't have to, or you can completely turn this off also if you want. So then no target and stop loss orders will go with in this strategy. Yogesh Shilorkar has asked, did it update with the latest government SEBI rules which are implemented from today? So I'm assuming that he's asking about the margins. Yes, because we are deeply hooked into Alice Blue. When they make a change, it automatically gets applied to our trading strategies and platform as well. Srinivas has asked, can you please provide recording of this webinar? A little bit confusing. Am I audible now, Milind? Okay, so Srinivas has asked, you can please provide recording of this webinar. A little bit confusing. Yeah, sure. You'll all get emails of this recorded session. And if you still have any problems, just write a mail to support@yobee.co.in. Somebody from our team will call you and help you place orders and explain things to you further if you want to. So with Alice, Kiran Thata has asked how long these strategies are being traded with Alice Blue. We have recently launched with Alice Blue last week, and that's how we have been live. But these strategies themselves have been trading live for more than a year. Rajeshekar Krishnan has asked if I missed about 20 minutes, will I get the recorded video? Yes, you will. Everybody will get a recorded video of this session. Shasha, I mentioned, I believe you mentioned one can purchase only one strategy at a time. That is true. Uh, Out of these three strategies, you can only choose one at the moment. And when we launch more strategies for futures and options, let's say, for example, these strategies or even more strategies for cash market. So let's say these strategies are only for top 100 stocks by volume. We are working on a strategy that will generate signals only for Nifty 50 stocks. And then at that time, you can subscribe to multiple strategies. But right now, out of these three, you can only buy one. Sundarbi has asked minimum percentage profit per day. So Sundarbi, uh, for strategies like these, you should at least be trading for 1 month to find out if the strategy is profitable for you or not. Uh, as there are two things. One is nobody can guarantee and should guarantee how much profits will be generated per day. Uh, it's also not allowed by regulation for us to make this claim. So you should at least trade every day for a month to find out if the strategy is working for you or not. Yeah, Srinivas. Only one strategy at a time in cash segment right now. Then we will slowly expand and you can have more options to buy into. Ravi Kumar has asked, after the orders are placed, can I go to Alice Blue account and modify these orders manually? You can. You can definitely do that if you want to. Miren Mahindrakar, what you can do is just send uh, an email to support@yobee.co.in and our support team will send you a link to the demo video and you then will know how to place orders and exit orders. Or if you want, you can also follow us on Twitter and we'll share the link with you there. The links have been pasted in the chat. Sai Krishna has asked which would be the best strategy for beginners to trade in equity market. If you are a beginner uh, and you're trading a smaller amount, I would say go with Hand of King. It because it only allows smaller amounts to be traded up to 70,000. Your profit and your losses both are capped. So as a beginner, I think you will be more comfortable going with that strategy. Mukesh Kansaria, yes, every day you have to log in at 8:30 a.m. And again, uh, this is a regulatory constraint from SEBI. We cannot ask. Uh, the thing is, we can ask for your password and automate it at the back end, but then if SEBI finds out, we will be in trouble. And whatever login token that Alice Blue generates for you that we can use also expires in 24 hours. So you have to log in every day. Sunil Rawat has asked if you want to learn more about stock markets, you can go to this website. I'm sending it to you privately. Shasha has asked, what is the basis of these strategies? Is it based on any kind of indicators, breakouts, etc.? So they are not based on any kind of indicators or breakouts or existing methodology to generate signals or strategies. Built on very new and unique methodologies that we have come up with, and this whole architecture is built on neural networks and artificial intelligence, and that helps us identify patterns that technical indicators and humans are not able to pick up from. So you really cannot compare them with your standard technical analysis based strategy. Sheil Choksi has asked, how will the new margin rules affect the returns of your strategies? So these returns that you see on our website were assumed that no extra margin was available. So let's say if you were trading 3 lakh rupees and we were assuming that we had 3 lakh rupees in our account to trade, no margin assumptions have been taken. Milind Mahindrakar has asked, should I be online throughout the day? No, you don't have to be online throughout the day. Just log in at 8:30 a.m., place your orders, and then if you want to, you can also log out from here, this button, and everything will still work. So you just have to place your order once, that's it. Shasha has asked, which pool of stocks? This is top 100 stocks by volume. You can see this here. Milind Mahindrakar, no, you don't have to be logged in throughout the day also. You can go offline or log out, anything. So Raju Kule has asked how to order BOCO intraday orders. So we don't do BOCO orders. This is a very custom order type that we have created for our strategies. This is not a bracket order or a cover order. Um so if you want to learn how to order bracket order, cover order, I would suggest you go to Alice Blue's website. They have very good demos on how to do this. Jagdish Paka has asked, the amount of 30,000 is one-time amount or should we maintain 30K on a daily basis? So, Jagdish, every morning at 8:30 a.m. when the signals are generated, you have to come and place orders. So at that time, you should have 30,000 rupees in your account to do so. And if you don't have 30,000, then you will not be able to place the order itself. Raju Gole has asked how to use margin. It's automatic. Let's say you have 30,000 rupees in an account and you enter 3 lakh rupees. Our system will automatically calculate whether 30,000 rupees will cover 3 lakh rupees or not. So you don't have to worry about anything. Just enter the total amount you want to trade. Everything else is covered by us. Kiran Tata has asked, yes, stop loss orders will be placed. You can see the screen again. There is an option for target and stop loss, 6 and 3%. So if you have selected place, stop loss and target, both of these orders will go. Sasha has asked, apart from the difference in number of trades, is there any noticeable difference on these strategies? Uh, yes, number of trades is important, and that is the only defining difference. And it's important because 10 signals that are generated in our 10 of commandment strategy is more stable. It's less volatile. Whereas when only 5 signals are traded every day, it's more volatile and more risky. Lakshmi Narayan has asked if she's joined late. So every one of you will get a recorded video of this session. Swaminathan R has asked, can I test with 15,000 rupees? So yes, 15,000 rupees cash if you have, it allows you to do about 70 to 80,000 rupees worth of trading. So you can test with 15,000 rupees as well. By the way, can everybody see the links that are sent in the chat? So I guess there are no more questions. I can't see any new questions. So if you still have any doubts, you can reach out to support@yobee.co.in. We've got an excellent support team that will guide you on how to do. Otherwise, you can reach out to me directly on Twitter, or you can reach out to the company directly on Twitter. The links have been posted in the chat, so you can go ahead and follow them if you like. And we'll help you understand how to place and track orders even better. I think that's all. Thank you so much. You guys have been lovely, great questions all around. Thank you and hope to see you being a part of Joby Research. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.